for the first leg of the Mini Bikes Pro and Amateur over 10 laps, with Cameron Dunker, 48.4 in pole position, from Levi Russo, a 48.955, and Jai Russo, a 49.5. Then we've got Alessandro Fogli on a 49.9, Nick Angelopoulos on a 50.8, Deanie Orchard without the pool ball, 51.5, James Wrigley, a 51.9, Wayne Hepburn, a 55.2, and making a debut, and great to see a girl coming along for the ride, Gracie Pouch on 55.2 on bike number 36 on another ESG machine.
And hasn't ridden a bike in 5 years before this weekend, Braxy, so
Yeah.
sensational effort from Grace.
So, might be only 9 bikes on the grid, but I reckon the top 3 are going to be at each other like cat and dogs.
And then the next 3 as well.
Here we go. Race number 1 for the weekend. Good start from Levi Russo. Has he got the inside line to go into turn 1? I think he has, Phil.
And
yes,
I'll tell
he
you,
has.
James Wrigley got a cracking start as well too, Braxy, from row 3. So it's going to be very interesting over these first couple of laps. Oh, Grace stalled it on the line. So there she is. She's off and running now.
I'm sure she'll give it her best to catch up. But look at Cameron Dunker going for the wide line, going to turn 5, through turn 6. The Russo Jai behind him.
Well, you know what? The 3 youngsters out front have got a very determined Italian right behind them. Alessandro Fogli has got away with the leaders and he's into his usual style. You can see the bike moving around on this first lap of the race. Alessandro, as usual, pushing to the absolute limit from the get-go.
As long as the 2 wheels stay on the deck, he doesn't care what shape it's in, and he's got no thought of reputations for those in front. As Levi Russo comes right out under the ripple strip and then some, down this short straight into this very committed left-hand turn, this left-hand, right-hand switchback. He crashed there earlier on this morning.
He nearly ended up in our commentary box.
He crashed there 4 times yesterday. Oh, and Dunker goes up the inside. That's a big move to try and put it in there and make it stick.
Well,
but Russo comes back at him underneath.
That's exactly what we saw last year, wasn't it? In the same 2 corners. But Dunker's got the run through the next corner. So he had the inside line. Levi Russo's going to try on the brakes again. He's on the inside of the circuit. They were both sideways into that corner.
Oh, Russell, he nearly off the bike then. Did you see the leg come off the pegs as well as the front end slipped on him on the exit?
And Jai's doing a great job to hang on to them as well. Alessandro's still there. Dino Orchard's managed to pull away from Nick Angelopoulos back there in 5th position as well. As we look at the leaders now going through turns 1 and 2, then they change direction to head up this slide hill. Dunker almost off the circuit, right out onto the concrete there. Notice how tight he was on the entry into turn 4 too, Braxy. No way up the inside for Levi Russo there.
And I think Levi Russo's favourite part of the track is this part here. He goes through this right-left switchback and then a good drive out here. Oh, Dunker loses a little bit of time, but he manages to stay in front of Russo. Jai Russo just losing touch with him, but he's going to come under the attack of Alessandro Fogli on his machine very soon. And looking back there, we've got
James Wrigley.
Wrigley and
Nick
Angelopoulos there together. Oh, Russo, good drive as they go into turn 1. Oh, he's had to back it off there. Did they touch?
Oh, up the inside. How did they both make it through that corner?
Well, I'm sure they touched going through turn 1. Oh.
That was like the junior GP precision riding team there, 2 abreast as they change direction. Lift Russo down the inside, gets up the inside, but Dunker's going to be on the inside run for the next corner.
The way that Russo, Levi hangs in there, but Dunker manages to go around the long way, and as you said, Phil, gets that inside running into that turn 6.
So unfortunately, Grace is back in the pits. I'm not sure if she got a mechanical problem there was what caused her stall off the start. So her first race has not ended the way she would have liked. So we come round to complete another lap. It is still Dunker leading, but only just over Russo. We'll have a look at the fastest lap of the race, a 49.009 set by Levi Russo on lap 3, Braxy. So that's the lap before the one that they're on now. There's 4 completed laps down. Thought Russo might have tried to get him there on the change of direction, as Dunker has done to him several times already in this race.
I thought this might have played into the hands of Jai, the older brother of the 2 Russo boys, because these 2 are carving each other up. I thought Russo might have, Jai that is, Jay would have jumped in there as well, but they're just lapping a little bit quicker at the moment. A 49.9, Levi 50.1, Jai a 49.5, so he's leading a 48.972.
Isn't it ironic too, Braxy? The first...
Oh, sorry, Phil. Those two side by side leaning on each other going through turn 2.
Levi back into the lead, but all three of the top runners all set their fastest lap on that last lap. The first lap for ages that there's been no overtaking on.
A 48.952.
Dunker hasn't got the inside run through turn 6 on that occasion either.
I think he's catching his breath after the last opening few laps with this first race for them.
So I'm just wondering if Levi thinks that he was able to sit behind Dunker and Dunker couldn't get away. Now Dunker straight up the inside there. That's turn 8.
Oh, and Levi has another look up the inside as they come out to complete another lap. That'll be 6 down, 4 to go.
Well, how's the entertainment factor of this racing? It's been the same all year. Every race is a titanic struggle between these two. Jay doing a good job there to hang on to the back of them. He's managed to drop off Alessandro Fogli at the same time.
And then we've got, where's Dean Orchard? He's dropped down the field.
He's dropped way back to the back of the field, so I'd say Dino has run off the circuit.
Up to turn 7 they come. Probably the favourite part of the track for Phil Harlan around this part. But is Jay getting closer or not? Or is it just my imagination?
Wayne Hepburn's got into the 54s in this race too, Braxy, so he's getting faster and faster as they go on.
And
have a look at the lap times on the last lap. 49.1s for both our lead riders, with Dunker leading across the line. Russo having a big look up the inside there through turn 3. Dunker's going to have the run at turn 4 though on the inside.
Yeah, but has Russo got the drive out of here to slide up the inside going into turn 5 and 6? He
positioned perfectly on the inside, but look at Dunker. He can't hang around there on the outside, can he? Yes, he can.
Yes, he can. He does that to perfection every lap. He's so confident with those wider lines as Russo tries another one. But that'll be a big move. You just run it out there if you went in too hot.
He was just trying to get enough room to get that front wheel in there. Up the inside
Dunker
at the penultimate corner. That's exactly what Duncan did to Russo the lap before, but Russo's got the inside run now through the final corner.
Two
laps they come round to complete another lap.
And here comes Dunker. Russo tries a defensive line, but Dunker goes, oh no, he comes, has his nose bloodied there by Russo as they went through turn 1.
Both of them off onto the other side of the white line on the exit of turn 3 as well.
And Jay Russo, he's just trying desperately to get into this 2 for tango at the moment at the front of the field.
On the last lap, he was only 0.3 slower than what the riders in front were.
He's got.
The more they carve each other up, the more it's going to bring him back into the equation as well.
That's what I thought early on the race, but it hasn't happened.
Well, he's been able to keep them right there.
Honest, anyway.
And at the same time, open up a substantial lead of about 4.5 seconds over Alessandro Fogli.
Now here comes the last lap board. Greg down the bottom there showing it. Now Dunker, a tighter line. He's going to try this move going through turn 1 and 2. Or is he going to dive up the inside going into turn number 2?
No, I reckon it's going to have to be on the brakes at turn 5, I reckon.
He does it right now there, Phil. Slubs it up the inside going into turn 4, pardon me.
Levo on the inside. Dunker's going to have to try and hang there like he has done. Russo pushes him right out to the ripple strip. Now they go 2 abreast through turn 6. It's going to have to be now, I reckon, the penultimate corner, Braxy, is where Russo's going to have to do an attack. He's going to have to make the run here on the second part of this corner. And there he goes, straight up the inside.
But
they're level pegging now. Dunker off onto the dirt.
Dunker's going to have the inside line. Russo's trying around the outside. They pull alongside each other, side by side as they come out. It's half a bike length to Dunker.
What a race. What a fantastic race. The eventual winning margin, 0.076.
Was it that big?
That was an extremely entertaining race.
And Wrigley and Angelopoulos there going right down to the wire as well. But it's Nick that's going to take the class win in that one for the veterans.
Well, Wrigley got off to a great start and was putting pressure on Nick for a majority of that race. Not sure what happened to Dino Orchard's machine, but he only completed 4 laps of the 10-lap journey.
Oh, look at the posing out the back there between Dunker and the Russo brothers as they do stand-up monos on these little ovales.
So congratulations to our top three, Cameron Dunker, Levi Russo and Jay Russo. What an entertaining race from those three riders. Alessandro Fogli finished in 4th position, and Nick getting the better of the battle with James Wrigley to take out 5th.
And Wayne Hepburn's fastest lap. Let's see. Whoop,
54. That's about a second faster than his qualifying, almost a second faster than his qualifying time.
So 2 of the 3 Evolution ESG machines did into the pits with Orchard and Gracie Pouch not finishing.